All Sports with Smitty, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Smitty, and we're going to get right into it. April 2nd, just a couple days ago, the Knicks versus the Washington Wizards. Let's go into who played and who didn't play. There was no R.J. Barrett. Some would say that was a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise. I like R.J. Barrett, but he's a player that has a lot of growth ahead of him. He's not anywhere near a finished product. Barrett was out, quickly started. No Randall because of his ankle sprain. Randall was out, Obi started. Porzingis was out for the Washington Wizards. Now, I listened to this guy named Roy Hebrew Remnant, and he's talking about Porzingis possibly coming to the Knicks after this season. And at first, I was against it. But thinking about it now, if we could get Porzingis at center, Julius Randle, Grant from Portland at the 3, Quentin Grimes at the 2, and Brunson at the point, that would be a formidable squad right there. That would be an Eastern Conference Finals squad right there for the New York Knicks. Let's see if Leon Rose has a trick up his sleeve this offseason. But before we get to that, let's go back into the game. Knicks versus Wizards. Bradley Beal didn't play. Without Bradley Beal, the Washington Wizards are like a G League team, ladies and gentlemen. It's a who's who of the best players on Washington, and no one knows who they are because I can't tell you who they are. But let me tell you what happened in the game. Grimes hit his first 3. Anytime Grimes hits his first 3, it's trouble for the opposition because Grimes gets hot and there's no stopping him. All right. The Wizards played very well this game. Through the second quarter, they were giving the Knicks a little bit of a problem. Then when it got to the third quarter, the Knicks went up by 7. 4 players for the Knicks had 20 points. That's a hell of a stat for the Knicks. 4 players with 20 or more. Great job. Quentin Grimes had 27. Obi Toppin had 21. Brunson had 27. Quickly had 22. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. When Quentin Grimes scores over 20, the Knicks are a championship squad. Quentin Grimes is the missing link for the New York Knicks. If we can get production out of Quentin Grimes and everybody else plays their normal game, the Knicks will be a hard team to beat, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's move on. Let's transition from the New York Knicks. No, before I transition from the New York Knicks, let me talk a little bit about what they've done. They've clinched the number 5 seed in the East. So the Knicks will be the number 5 seed, and they will play the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round. Donovan Mitchell, we missed out on him on the trade. Now we're going up against him in the playoffs. Poetic justice, if you will. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping the Knicks can pull it out versus Cleveland. It's going to be a great game. I like Cleveland's squad. Cleveland has a nice little squad with them. We just have to pray that Brunson comes to play to meet up with Donovan Mitchell's production. If Brunson can do that, the Knicks should win the series. All right, transitioning on to baseball, ladies and gentlemen. The New York Yankees, April 2nd, Yankees play San Fran. 25-year-old pitcher, Johnny Brito. Right-handed pitcher, good fastball, good changeup. He needs to work on the third pitch. He's a good competitor, though. But since this recording today, which is the 5th, Brito has been called down back to the minors. They just used him because they needed a start from a plug-in start because our starters are going to be back the next rotation around. So Brito went back down to the minors, but he has a good fastball, good changeup. Just needs to develop a third pitch. Good competitor. He wears number 76. Hopefully he'll be able to keep that number. And that is a little connection. Me and him have a little bit of a connection with each other because I was born in 76 and he wears 76. All right. Judge on April 2nd versus the San Fran. Judge homered in the second inning. Stanton homered two batters later. I think Rizzo got a walk, and Stanton hit a 2-run homer. 485 feet, ladies and gentlemen. A blast. He got it. He got the whole pitch. It was a changeup. He took it deep. All of his strength for 485 feet. Unbelievable hit by Giancarlo Stanton. All right. Higashioka goes yard in the fourth, a solo home run. That made it 4-0. Brito went 5 innings, gave up no runs. Yankees win 6-0. Great game from the New York Yankees. Let's go to a game that just played. Yankees versus the Phillies. LeMahieu, first at bat. Now, depending on who you speak to, LeMahieu hit a single. The center fielder misplayed it. Now, it's up to whoever's going to score, who's the scorer, to either say he got a single or he got a triple. A New York Yankees scorer is going to say he got a triple. So for the first pitch, LeMahieu was on third base. Judge walked, Rizzo walked. That leaves Stanton up with the bases loaded. He grounds out to third. A run scores, so the Yankees are up 2-0. To me, the Yankees have the best lineup 1 through 4. After Stanton, it gets kind of shaky. Donaldson in the 5th spot. He's okay. I haven't really liked him since he's been with the Yankees. He's had great seasons elsewhere, but with the Yankees, it doesn't seem like maybe the lights are too bright for Donaldson. I'm not sure. But he hasn't been playing great since he's been with the Yankees. LeMahieu, center field error. DJ goes to third. Judge and Rizzo walk. Stanton grounds out. A run scores, so now it's 2-0. Nestor Cortez gets through 2 innings without giving up any runs. Nestor Cortez is a great pitcher for the New York Yankees. You guys need to watch out for him in the future. Gleyber Torres hits into an opposite field home run. It makes it 3-0 Yankees. The next batter grounds out. Cortez gives up a double to Baum. However you pronounce his name. Baum, B-O-H-M. Cortez gives up a double to Baum. Next batter grounds out. Baum goes to third. Next batter for Philly singles to right field. Baum scores, makes it a 3-1 game. DJ got a single. Judge strikes out. Rizzo hits a 2-run homer. Cordero doubled in a run to make it 7-1. Trevino singled in Cordero at the bottom of the 7th, made it 8-1. Yankees win 8-1. Great job for the New York Yankees. And what I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, is right now the Devil Rays are undefeated. I believe they're 6-0. We're 4-2. They haven't played anybody yet, but they always give the Yankees trouble. So what we want to do is try to find a way, keep them in our rearview mirror. The Devil Rays, they're number 1 in the AL East right now. But the Yankees will, through attrition, will rise in the standings. We're in second place right now. I have a feeling that the Yankees are going to win the division, but we have to get Tampa Bay with some losses coming up. That's my show, All Sports with Smitty.
I got a question.
What's the question, Steph?
The Yankees, we've been waiting for this season to start.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not hearing the love from D. Smith.
You know why? Because there's so many pitchers that are out.
Oh.
Today, Garrett Cole pitched a good game. He won the game today. But Carlos Rodon is out due to injury. And I've been talking about him all preseason.
Right.
And he's coming up lame to start the season out. And it's frustrating me a little bit.
Did he get injured during preseason?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. What was the feel of the game? I heard about the new rules. The bases are they smaller?
The bases are larger. Easier to steal a base.
Correct.
Right.
Easier to steal a base. Then it's supposed to be timed, I think.
Yes, the pitcher. This is for they've made these new rules for the fair weather fan, the fan that doesn't really watch the whole game. All right, they made it for the fair weather fan, the fan that doesn't watch the whole game. If you're a baseball fan, it doesn't bother you that the game is 3.5 hours long. It doesn't bother you. The fair weather fan wants the game to be 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Correct. That's too long. So I was like, a hand clap for that, right? And I think it's also because what I heard on the news is, we're in the now moment. People don't have time. This is what social media has brought us to too. So it's a matter of that as well. Everything is sped up.
Right. So there's a 20-second clock with the pitcher.
Right.
Well, with a batter on base, it's a 20 seconds. The pitcher has to pitch the ball. Can't
just stand there and hold. And right. Wipe your eyebrow.
Right.
Blow your
You got to
nose.
pitch.
Yeah, you got to pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought it was interesting when they said that they were going to make the bases bigger. And I'm like, well, they don't have too much to run now. You know what I mean? It's not as long, I guess, just by
it's just that 1 second, 1/10 of a second closer comes between getting called out or stealing a base.
Right. Makes sense.
Right.
So what are we looking for next show?
We're going to talk about some NFL draft and the New Orleans Saints and what are their possibilities. They're picking in the 29th spot in the first round. And they've given Derek Carr $100 million guaranteed over the next 3 years. Do you want to upset the man by drafting a quarterback in the first round? I don't think you do. I just think as a general manager, you wouldn't do that. But it's possible they can do it. And if they were to do it, it would make me happy because I want Hendon Hooker from Tennessee. So we're gonna talk more in depth about the NFL draft. It's about in 3 weeks from now, the NFL draft. But that's my show, ladies and gentlemen. All Sports with Smitty. If you're from Twitter, let me know you're from Twitter in the comments section. All Sports with Smitty. Please like and subscribe. We need more subscribers, so please like and subscribe. That's my show. You guys have a great day. Have a good one.